There we go. Good evening, everyone. My name is James Jimmy Hills. I'm the host of Java with Jimmy. You are here for a special Sunday evening edition of Java with Jimmy. We know that our young people are just coming off vacation. Many of you parents right now are railing somewhere between post the playoffs and celebrating and getting our young people ready to go back to school tomorrow. And so this evening, I thought it was important to speak with a young man whose testimony I got to see on social media via his mother's post. His mother is well known in the community. She is an entrepreneur, a business owner. Her name is Queen King. He's going to kill me, Tashawn King, well known in the community as well, and his grandparents, the Dickersons, his paternal grandparents, on his maternal grandparents, the Dickersons, and we'll get I believe the Kings too his parents have a rich history in the city as well. And so we're not going to hold him as much because he needs to get ready for school tomorrow. But I would like to present to some and introduce, and I'm going to call him Prince Tairih. He's going to tell you he has a stage name at age 9. I've seen him and his brother do a couple of lives. I think it was right after or actually during the pandemic. And he has a lot of personality. And I'm sure that his journey has contributed to that. So do me a favor. Please hit share and invite others to watch this, but especially other young people that may be dealing with any form of what doctors have said around a long-term illness. Our young people deal with illnesses as well. And so I'm going to ask you to invite others to come into the room to hear this young man's testimony. And without further ado, I would like to introduce the son and present to others. And before I bring him in, his mother's in the background. And so we've been fighting about her being on screen and off screen, but I would like to present to some and introduce to others, brother Tairih Swaggy T King.
What's up,
brother? What's going on, sir?
Doing? I'm doing
well. That is good. So you all in the comments, he asked how you all are doing. So as we do in the morning, please go in the comments and answer this young man's question about how you all are doing. And so now let me ask you a question, and I go through this myself. My name is James, but I'm called Jimmy. For this evening, what do you prefer that I call you, Tairih or Swaggy T?
Swaggy T.
Swaggy T. All right, Swaggy T it is. So Swaggy T, I'm a friend of your mom and your dad, your grandparents, and on social media a few months ago, I saw your mom mention something. And so before I tell it, I want you, first of all, introduce yourself, tell folks how old you are, and let me see, something that we want to know about you. Who is your favorite artist? And it can be singing, music, I'm gonna go ahead and say rap or anything like that. And so your name, and your age, and also your favorite artist. And we're going to jump right into your story, sir.
My favorite artist is my dad, of course, and
you're good, bro. You're good.
I also like SZA, and one of my favorite rappers are like, I would say Drake. Yeah, Drake. And my age is 9 years old. Okay. And my name is Tairih King, of course, aka Swaggy T.
Okay, so let me ask you, where did the Swaggy T come from? Now I could presume you got swag. Your name is Tairih, but where did Swaggy T is that it? Swaggy T?
Swaggy T. The thing is that my parents just started calling me out of the blue, and I don't know why, but I just stuck with it.
All right, this is going to be fun. Queen, I know you can hear me in the background. I'm going to have fun this evening. And so in all seriousness, we are going to have fun. I'm sure you hear your parents and others talk about Black joy. This is a serious issue in reference to your story. And so Swaggy T, tell me about your story generally, and then I want to just ask a few questions because I think it's important for us old heads to appreciate the fact that our young people, I see you looking at your mom, yes, us old heads, that you all deal with things too as young people. You all have went through the pandemic. You're going to tell your story and just seeing things, y'all are smart, in the world and whatnot. And so you tell me, why do you think we're here today?
I think we're here today because I'm a very blessed person. I am a very smart person and good looking. Good looking, of course.
Queen, stop laughing in the background. Go ahead. All right. So good looking, of course. And you get it what? You get it from your parents?
Yes.
Okay.
I get it from my dad. He's the one who's always doing the drip drip. But sometimes when I just don't really stick with his drip sometimes when he does uh like uh like ties, sometimes he makes me wear a tie and I don't really like it.
You don't like the okay. Can I ask you bow tie or necktie? Which one do you like? Well, you don't like either, but if you had to pick one.
Tie, of course. I don't like bow ties at all.
At all?
Um,
Oh, we're
not
gonna I thought you was cool, man. Like I'm a bow tie king all day, every day. Oh, did you pass? You're not gonna do me. You are not gonna do me. All right.
I am not
So
a bow tie person.
at all.
No,
At all.
at all.
Okay.
No.
All right. We'll have to talk about that later. And so we know you got swag. We know you're 9 years old, and we're talking because you're blessed. And so let's go back a little bit. And we know that you're blessed now, but you at some point had received some news from either your parents or maybe a doctor. And so if you don't mind, and folks in the audience and our mind, Swaggy T as well, as effervescent as he is, this is a lot to talk about. And so we have given him permission, and his mom is there with him, that if any point he's talking about this and needs to step away, go off screen for a minute, we want to give him the ability, the right, and opportunity to do that. All right, Swaggy T.
All right.
So let's go back. Do you remember the day? Do you when about you being blessed? And feel free to share with us, particularly why you're blessed, the diagnose, the what the doctors or your parents said. Take us back to that day, sir.
Like the first day or the last day?
The first day. Well, we're gonna get to the last day, but tell us
Uh,
about the first day, and then we're going to go a little bit through the journey, and then we'll let you talk about how blessed you are the last day.
so the first day, I was like, "Who are all these people?" And I'm like I never done this before, and I thought like this was gonna be easy, just like this was over in one day. But actually, it had to be for 6 months. I was very angry. I was very sad. I wasn't cool with it at all. So after we started doing my treatment, my first day treatment, I was getting poked and stuff. Over 6 months, I had a port, and um, I did not like it because I couldn't play sports. But while my parents not told me to play sports, but I still did. But I could because I couldn't help it. I know you would have done the same thing.
Not sports to be 100, but I'll be honest. We don't do well as old heads in our healthcare. I'll be very real with you. And so, as a young man now, I'm sure you're going to grow up paying attention to your healthcare. But I'm going to be 100. I'm not a sports guy, but I get your point, sir.
And I had cancer, so I didn't really. I hated it. It was the worst thing in my life. Um, it was just such a bad experience because one time, like there's like at least 4 times you I had to get like numbed for, so if they have to poke me, I want to get hurt or anything, I want to start crying. And one time we actually did forget the numbness, but thank God they had numbness at the clinic cream, like numbness cream.
Yep, that is interesting, and because how can I oh Jesus, how can I frame this? We are aware that oftentimes there are some things that our nurses and doctors, they're human, and so things aren't always best in healthcare, and so we're sorry that that happened, and I'm glad that they had the cream there to kind of help real quick. And so if you don't mind, and if your mom, and I'm sure you have it, but can you tell us the type of cancer that you had?
Stage uh, 3, Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Say it
Hodgkin's
for
lymphoma.
say it the because you've learned a lot and you know more than me about this. Can you say the stage? And it was stage 3, and we know what that means. That's like at a high level. I'm sure they explained that to you. 0 versus 3. So can you say it? Lean in a little bit so we can understand, and slowly, because we want to be sure that we know exactly what you were dealing with.
Oh, so Hodgkin's lymphoma is a certain thing that, well, I had like a lump, so and it was hurting me very bad, and especially while I was sleeping. So I had to sleep on my right side, and it was like a big lump, and I had to get it taken out, and that's how that big lump was full of cancer.
Okay. And did you can we go back a little bit more, and did you, like, have the lump and you was telling your mom and dad, "Hey, something is
Yeah,
bothering me," and it got worse and worse, and that's when you went to the doctor?
yes. And
And they
right now, if I didn't have told them, it could have burst or it got worse.
and did they tell you what would have happened if it burst?
I don't think so,
Okay.
but I think it could have started bleeding or affected me some
Yep.
kind of way.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. That's something that would put you at risk of what they would call septic shock, meaning you have a bunch of stuff and toxins and that bursts in your system. And so, first, I just want to go into some of the comments and share with you. There are a lot of people here, Swaggy T, that are supporting you. My good friend and brother Anthony Davis, he's like, "That's right, King," talking about your swag and your drip and everything like that. My aunt, who is older, who actually used to be one of your mom's teachers or worked with your granddad, she just had cancer as well, and she's an adult, and she wanted to say to you, fighting cancer is hard on us adults, kiddos, for all young kids fighting. And so she's mentioning that as well. My mother is sending blessings as well. And Tashad is saying, "I'm good. Glad to be in community with you this evening." Swaggy T. Anissa is back here saying, "I know that's right." Swaggy T as well. And up, here comes the good Bishop. Now, it's funny to see Bishop call you Swaggy T rather than
A
what's up,
little,
Bishop? What
a
is up,
little.
Bishop? And so we're going to get to the last day. And so this day, you said, and thank you for being honest, that you said, sir, that you were angry, that you were upset. May I ask you, how did you handle that?
Well, every single time, like I woke up, I would say this will go faster. And basically, when I said it will go faster, it felt like it was only like 2 or 3 months.
Okay. And when you say it would go faster, we know who your granddad is, we know who your parents are. If I could ask you a little bit, when you were saying it would go faster, was that faith? Was it just affirmations? Like, what about you getting up every day and saying that? Where did that come from?
Psalms 91.
Tell to Sean to leave you alone, and you would have figured it out. Psalms 91. So you. Now, when I said everything about Queen, this is a father's son. Because when I was messing with Queen, he didn't say too much. When I responded to Sean, look, he's like, uh-oh. But sir, good to have you in the background there. So do you know a little bit of what Psalms 91 says?
My
I can help
brother
you out if you
does.
know. And
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadows, I will feel no fear no evil.
yes, sir. And then Psalm 91 says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide
Yeah.
under the shadow of the come. All right, sir. We know you come from some good stock there. And so was that you saying that every morning? Was that from faith? Was it from affirmations, a mix of both? Or why were you saying that every morning? And what did you believe when you were saying that?
I believe that that will go faster. And if you don't have to believe me, but it felt like 3 months. And actually, my teacher's daughter's friend had just had cancer, and she was on it for like 5 or 7 months, and she's on her last treatment.
On her last treatment. And so do you think that we're going to jump around based on your answers. Do you think that you're an encouragement to her? Now
Yes,
that you
because Miss Lucas, my teacher, my first grade teacher, she knew that I had cancer, and she said, "What type of advice could you give her, like for her to say every single day that like this can go quick?" And I was like, "You just said it that this is gonna go by every single day."
quick and that affirmation worked for you and you're sharing that with her as well.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. So from that day and you getting up and you had the anger and you dealt with it by getting up every day and said this is going to go quick, it made it go by quicker for you. Um, do you remember like when you were going to the doctor, you had the port? Do you remember or able to share with us like the type of treatment? How did they take care of it? How did they help the lump go away?
Chemo.
Chemo? And did you do you from your words, how would you explain chemo?
Chemo is a certain thing that you can lose your hair. You can lose basically every hair on you. And I really hated it because I'm such a hair person. I love my hair. Um, well, it's growing very, very fast. And like now, and even especially I have to still take medication. I was still upset that I'm still upset now that I have to take medication, like pills. So I really don't like it because it's like you have to, you just basically have to do it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I understand and being and if I can be really transparent with you, I don't like going to the doctor. I don't like going to the dentist. I don't like taking medicine. And so it that's real. That's definitely real. I wanted to ask about you saying you don't like doing that. Some of us old heads don't like doing things that's healthy for us. What would you say to other young people and to other older people that don't like doing it, but need to? What would you how would you get us to do what we need to do? What would you say to us?
Just do it.
That's it?
Just do it.
Why? Why should I just do it?
I told you to.
Oh.
You have to do it. Gabby. You see these? You see these?
Yeah, yeah. You were Tashad's son. I'm just gonna leave that right there. It's a shot rather. So we want to, with all that you've been through, you out of this have come up with you have like a website, talk show. What else are you? This swaggy tee is more than your swag that you have. What are you doing with your swag?
Prayers over pity.
Prayers over pity. What does that mean to you? Well, and
That means
can I ask one smaller question there? What is, in your words, what does pity mean to you?
don't pity me. Like don't just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you have cancer, blah 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 blah. Just pray for me.
Just pray for you. So prayers over pity. And is that a brand? I see you have a hoodie on. Is it a clothing line? Like tell us about prayers over pity. What is that all about?
Prayers over pity is like something that that like honors me about how I was going through cancer treatment. So let me tell you how this happened,
Mhm.
how we came up with prayers of pity. So I was on my treatment and I was like, what if I told my parents, what if we made a sweater that represents me and all of the people doing this treatment right in front of my faces? And my parents, like a few months later, they just start making sweaters, and they um they show me a sweater that represents people with cancer and especially me. And I was like, that's perfect, and that's what I always wanted.
And you now have a brand that represents you and encourages people to pray versus having pity.
Yes.
Okay. And so this was your purely from you, your idea. No, parents saying, hey, you got, you want to do something or you want to whatever. This is purely you.
Yes.
I love it. I just need to pause for a minute and just personally share with you, sir. You are definitely an inspiration. I saw you that day, you and your brother online. I was like, okay, they got a little something with them there. And so I want to jump a little bit ahead. It's 7:20. Wow, time went by quick. You asked earlier when I said about the day. There was the first day, you were angry, you kept it 100 and said you're still a little bit angry and dealing because you still have to take some meds. And thank you for telling us that we need to take care of ourselves just because you said so. Just do it so we can be healthy and get the guns like you got over there. This is terrible. All right. Back to my question. Do you remember that that last day when you talked about being blessed? Take us back to that day. I don't want to ask any questions, but take us back to that day and you can, as they say, paint the picture, you can set the stage, you can be as detailed as you want to. That blessed last day, that's what I want to hear about now.
Okay. Wait, we have a poster, but it's, oh yeah, I can go get it. We'll talk about it. Well, while I was doing my treatment, my family came to support me on my last treatment. I was very happy about that. And after, we're literally like 5 hours away from my last treatment, and it was such a long day, but I still got through it, and we took a family picture and everything. Um, they uh, they put the needle out, and they took out they gave me gifts, and they actually sang me a song. It was like la 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 chemo chemo bye bye 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 chemo.
Tell your mother stop laughing in the background, messing up the concert. Oh, so they sang a song. Now, did they make that up for you? Was that something that they just do all the time?
They
Oh,
just
this
do
is
all
your
the time.
family. Oh,
No,
at the
no,
center,
it's
they
that
do it all the time.
everyone does that.
Okay. One quick
The
question.
nurses.
When you were telling your story there that you said you saw all the other people in front of you. How many other people that you seen different times when you were in treatment and they were in treatment? How many other people or patients were around your age?
A lot, a
Oh,
lot, and
okay.
th- there's a lot of people like just yelling, being like, "I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it," and I felt like so bad for them that it just made me want to cry so bad. And I really hated seeing people also doing this, and I just still hate it to this day right now.
What one question, were you in what you may sound familiar and Ma, you can chime in here. Were you in like what they call a child or pediatric cancer? Is
Yes.
like okay. Um what made
Dana Farber.
Dana
Jimmy
Farber
Fund.
the Jimmy Fund? Interesting, Jimmy Fund. Um what was there, if you don't mind me asking, was there at any time, either in your anger or pain or anything, that you felt like screaming? And did you, if you don't mind answering, and if you didn't, what why if you didn't, why didn't you? What was there, did you scream at any time?
Uh, there was.
No, that was your brother actually.
Oh, it was my brother that actually screamed because he was actually really mad that he heard that I had cancer. And I don't remember when he screamed, but he was probably with my mom, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
And
He didn't show you that.
oh, so yeah, I'm just hearing about that right now. And uh, uh, I didn't really yell at all. I was just mostly angry sometimes while I was doing the treatment because that's what the treatment did. It would make you angry
It would make you angry
and emotional.
and emotional. How did you, with getting up, was there anything else in addition to getting up in the morning and saying this is going to go quick? Was there any other way that helped you handle that anger and the emotions of it?
Praying.
Okay. You're not going to get me to lay out under my desk in a white sheet like I'm up at your grandfather's church. Um, so um let me ask you, would you mind if we took maybe a couple of questions from the audience? I'm sure they have
Yeah.
some questions for you as well, and I control which questions they ask you, and so, just so mom and dad know that there. If you don't mind, what I would like to do is take a quick break, and we're gonna talk about a type of cancer, for, again, us older heads and folks. So if you give me about 30 seconds, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back with you so mom and dad can give you the poster that you sent them to get. We'll be right back. Hold on. Here we go right here. All right. There it goes right there.
I'm a very sensitive person, and I feel the pain of my people. They know me, they call on me, and I assure them that I'm not a provider, but I am one who cares. I always say to them, well, it's better to know than not to know, because if you know, you can do something about it. Think about the loved ones around you. Think about the ones that love seeing you come through that door. Take the step and get tested. That's it.
Save lives and get screened for colon cancer. For more information, visit boston.gov/cancer.
Swag ET, we're getting ready to wrap up so you can get ready for school tomorrow. One quick question. I have you here. I'm sure you can speak to it. You all in the last couple of years have went through a lot with your education changing, virtual, Zoom and stuff like that. How has it been? If you were to share with us as a young person, how are things now for young people? You can give a little bit of yourself, but just generally from what you see, in the world and what's going on, how do you think our young people around your age, how do you think they're doing?
Uh, I know for a fact that they don't like it. Of course, they don't like it.
Yes, sir.
And plus,
They like school.
they don't. I'm not saying that they don't like school,
See,
but
that's why let him go ahead. Go ahead, Swaggy T. Your mother's gonna get me when she sees me.
uh, I know that they when kids start losing their hair, I when I started losing my hair, I didn't want to go to school at all. I told my dad, I was like crying, saying I don't want to go to school for 6 months, and um, I was like, my mom said, but we can just wear you can just wear a cap or something over your head and wear a hat over it too. So I know a lot of kids that still are on treatment, and there's this girl at my school. just finished cancer. She had bone cancer. She lost her leg. So now she has to be like wearing like this prosthetic thing. And well, everyone, she's my friend and she's very careful. She's very kind. She basically loves everybody. She's a very kind person. Uh yeah.
Okay. I really want to, as we get ready to wrap up. And did your parents get the poster that you wanted to show us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you skate party?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get it.
While mom is getting it, let me ask, are you going to start going live again, you and your brother? Are you going to do anything? You are. Okay.
Yeah.
What can we expect to come from you, let's say, and we've talked about this 6 months of this. If you could design a perfect 6 months based on what you all are getting ready to do, what does the next 6 months look like for you?
Say that again. My
The
mom's
next
doing this crunkling with the paper.
Sorry.
You could, because yeah. All right. The next 6 months, you talked about this 6 months of treatment and when you got the news, and then the last day with the social media, with what you and your brother did before with Swaggy T and the prayers over pity. What does the best next 6 months, if you could have a perfect 6 months, what does that look like for Swaggy T?
More
For
money.
him. For him. You don't listen, if you got to get back to me on it, you can
You know
go ahead and
what?
say, I gotta
Play
get back to
video
you.
games.
Play
Doing
video.
basketball.
Uh-huh.
Raising up girls.
Huh?
Oh,
Raising up girls.
risen up girls. That's me trying to holler at girls.
Yeah.
Did he say drizzing up? Drip, drizzy?
No,
Riz.
Riz.
Spell it. You schooling me tonight.
RIZZ.
Risen up. What? Jesus, Lord. Okay, we're not going to turn this to an after dark. So Lord Jesus, what? Okay. All right. So, in reference to the movement of prayers and pity and the social media that you and your brother are doing, what those 6 months look like?
Bigger. A lot bigger.
A lot bigger. And what does bigger mean to you? Is it more time on? Is it sponsors? Is it podcasting? Like, what does that bigger look like?
Getting donations, and I actually do want to start my own podcast.
You do.
Yes.
We can
Wow.
I would like that. I would actually like that because I would like my own podcast because I can talk to people like me.
Yep.
And like basically what you're doing.
Yep. I would be glad to help you in that. You're taking me in a whole different space. I would be glad to help you, sir. And so let me just get through this month and we'll talk. I'll check in with your mom and we'll figure it out. What I would do is somewhere along the point, we're going to solicit. We don't have anything set up. Well, Queen, if we do, you can jump in now. If there's a website or anything, but at some point I want to work with you to maybe solicit the support so we can get you an interface. We can get you a couple of mics.
Skate party.
Hmm?
This summer.
You're gonna
Sunday. Not this summer, this Sunday.
This Sunday, you're having a day party?
No, a skate party.
A skate party. You're having a skate party where?
At Chez Vu's.
What time?
12:30.
12 to 3.
12 to 3. Mom, you give him this information.
You're supposed to know everything. It's I Am Cancer Free Swaggy Tea Skate Party and fundraiser for the K&K Family Foundation.
I'm Cancer Free Foundation's K&K Family Foundation.
You know what, silly.
So Sunday, April 28th, 2024, Chez Vu's Rollaway, 12 to what time? 3?
Yes.
12 to 3. The Swaggy Tea, I'm Free from Cancer, KK Family Foundation, skate party and fundraiser. That's a lot.
I know.
3 times.
That's longer than your my name.
You did not do. Queen, this is all right. He listen, I said he got some personality. So Swaggy T, oh, we got the poster there. Yes, sir. Hold on. We got little sound effects over here. I think it's gonna work.
You see it all?
Last day, the blessed day. I see it.
Happy last day, Tairih.
Tairih, the last day.
No, it says happy last chemo, Tairih.
Oh,
We
I
saw
actually got my name right. I just recognized that.
all right. We're going to get ready to let you go, sir, so you can go get ready for school. I will follow up with your mom. Queen, if there's a flyer for I don't even know if it's on the flyer that we put up earlier. Hold on for 1 second. Actually, everyone right here, you can't see all of the information, but there is a flyer. And so we do have it for our team. We'll make sure that we post it, but please plan to come out this Sunday, April 28th, 2024, Shavu's Rollaway over on Road Street in Mattapan / Dorchester, right near B3. Can you skate?
Yes, I can. I actually can.
I might have to come through and take a couple of things around the
Then come
rink.
through to get my sweater.
Come through to get your sweater. I'll come. You have it in red?
We can make it in
We
red.
can make it.
All right, that's my color. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What's your favorite? Blue. That's kind of opposite of red, but go ahead. Anyway, what's your favorite food?
Macaroni and cheese. I love my auntie's macaroni and cheese.
Which
She makes the best kind.
You got
Auntie
a lot of
Kathy.
aunties. Okay. Let me not ask you any more questions because we about to start a family issue. So, Swaggy T, I really appreciate you, sir, for being with us today. I missed some of the comments. Let me go back in. Sister Leslie is saying, just got home. Love how articulate this young man is. Continue prayers for the family from Aunt Connie. Everybody's enjoying the poster. My aunt said mentor him in the podcasting space. Yep, we got that. Charmaine, I need to talk to you leading up to Mother's Day. Tashad is saying, I think Swaggy T podcast would be great. Anthony said that I'm showing age. Oh, Riz. So sometimes the comments come in after, bro. So Queen, Commissioner Pamerson Eifley, he's gonna get me. Eiffel, who is the commissioner of probation, he said, Jimmy, let me know. I'd like him to join me this summer and serve as co-commissioner for the day.
Come on now. Come on, Swaggy.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Queen, I'll make that connection with oh Lord Jesus, my good sister Coria Holland over at the department there, and we'll take care of that. Wow, that's crazy. So I think my nephew I thought I saw my nephew in the room, maybe not. I thought I did. So we're gonna let you get back to playing I was just getting ready to say, let you get back to playing video games, basketball, and Risen Girls. Jesus Lord, I'm gonna have to go do some research. That is interesting. Mom and Dad, y'all got anything to say before we go? Y'all can pop on camera and sit as a family real quick and let folks know the wonderful support system that he has behind him.
No, we're not even prepared for that, but thank you for this opportunity. We're not camera ready tonight, so we want to thank you for this opportunity.
Queen, you're going to get me when I know. And if Tashawn run up and just get ready to swing, I'm just going to duck. No, I'm messing. I love both of y'all.
No, it's all love for sure.
All day, every day, Queen. Yes.
Real good. I appreciate it.
You acted like he's good.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, of course.
Queen, this, he reminds me on the screen. He reminds me of Latia a little bit.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Listen, he is the male version of her.
Okay, all right. So I know on the screen.
Oh my God!
But I'm looking at his eyes and I'm like, he looks like Latia when she was little.
That's funny.
Wow. Swaggy T, sir, if you need to share information with us, we do have the flyer. We'll get that out. I will do my best. Instagram is
What's the Instagram?
you have hold on, let's put it on screen so we can get you a whole bunch of followers. Okay, so your Instagram is at what?
Them King Boy.
Them THEM.
Yes.
Oh shoot. Hold on. Alexa, I didn't think it was going to do it in the evening. Hold on. Alexa, cancel. So, Swaggy T, when you start your podcast, right? And if you have Alexa in the background, turn the volume to 0 if you're recording. If you have a reminder set on Alexa, okay? Rule number 1. No, I'm messing. All right, so let's get your Instagram. It's them, THEM or DEM?
THEM.
Okay. King, any space, any underscore, just them?
No.
KING.
Yes.
BOY.
Yes. S. Boy.
Them King Boys.
On Facebook too.
Facebook.
On Facebook too. So you have like a fan page on Facebook, Them King Boys.
Yes.
Okay. So folks, do me a favor, blow up his parents or whoever got the phone or the account, blow up them notifications, go follow him, send him words of encouragement, let him know what you thought about his interview tonight. Let me ask you, was this your first online interview?
Yes.
Word. I am honored and privileged, sir, to have you here to tell your story this evening. Thank you for being transparent. Thank you for being real with us. And what are they telling you to say at the last minute?
I was telling him to say that he was interviewed by the Dorchester Reporter on This Week, and that was in the newspaper. So, but that wasn't online.
That we're
money on my mind, I can never get it up.
Oh.
Every time I step in the building, everybody's hands go up. Bring them up.
And they stay there.
Hey!
Hey! Look. I would put it on, but they would kick us off. That's the other thing. Rule number 2. Don't play. Well, you got your dad's music. Just have him make you some tracks and whatnot. Don't play copyrighted music because they'll cut you off. They'll cut you off. All right. Okay.
Kid Bop is copyrighted.
Who? That's you. What? You have something copyrighted?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen. Did
we talk about Kid Bop?
Kids Bop is that the dance CD or playlist or whatever? Because we don't do CDs anymore.
For kids.
Do you know what a CD is?
Yes, I have a lot.
You come from a music family, so yeah.
DVDs.
Ask your father, does he have VHSs? Does he have VHSs of his performances in middle school? No, sir. Oh man, listen, I appreciate you, sir. We're going to let you go out and say, oh God, it's almost 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for being. Deshaun, what performance is that? Blues. I don't know what. No, both of you, King and Queen. We salute you as his parents. But go ahead, sir. Sorry. Prince.
Yes.
The Prince and the
Forgot
King.
the Prince.
Oh, the Prince. Is that your brother? Or you? I'm giving accolades to the parents. Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, we can get our shout out.
Can. All right. So first, we'll end with you, but we're going to give homage to your parents. Salute in all that you did to produce this young man's, just his character and just his ability to speak to a lot of things. We salute you for doing that. And to the Prince.
To the Prince.
Prince Umunda. Thank you, Swaggy T. I'm going to go share some announcements with the folks. And by the end of the month, or let me not. Queen, by the 3rd week in May, let's sit down and figure out how we go ahead and get him started with the podcast. Think what you want to call it.
Wonderful.
So you got homework, Swaggy T. Think what you want to call it.
I do.
Yes. Think what you want to call your podcast. And then I need you to write out 1 paragraph by the end of May. If we were to put your podcast on the internet, what does the description under the name, whatever you decide is the name, write the description so when people listen, they know what they're going to listen to when they log into your podcast. Okay.
Java with Swaggy T.
Java with
Hold on for 1 second, sir. We will take care of that right now.
You don't even drink coffee.
Oh Jesus, this one here. You're listening to Java and Swaggy. Well, that's what it was tonight. That's what we should, Anissa, that's what we should have put on the flyer. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready, you drink. I'm doing better at hydrating. So are we cool now? Can we get ready to wrap up?
Yes.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you this evening for joining us for our first edition of Java and Swaggy T. We good? Put them up.
Stay down.
How you gonna mess up? I said put them up. You said stay down.
Oh.
Stay up.
Up. Oh.
Leave me alone. You messing with me. You know I'm 52 and you know brain ain't what it used to be. No, I'm messing, man. Thank you. In all seriousness, bro. Thank you for being here with us this evening. I'm sure some young people that watch this will really be blessed by it. So thank you, man. I appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir, brother. Thank you. Queen, I'll be in touch, hon. And
Thank
T as
you.
well. All right, y'all.
Brother.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
Peace.
All right, sir. Listen, everyone, that I told y'all he had personality. While we're talking about this, Saturday, May 11th, we are having it's the third health fair, but the second Joseph Betancourt. So we're just going to say the third Joseph Betancourt Health Fair. We named it after him last year. And so we are having the health fair at Thelma Burns Building again. A lot of the cancer centers, and I'll talk to Dr. Lee about if we can get maybe a pediatric cancer provider there to just be available and have information about young people with cancer. So that is taking place on Saturday, May 11th at 11 a.m. at the Thelma Burns Building in Roxbury. We're giving out gift cards. I forgot to give the custom-made certificates out for the custom-made sneakers last year because it was so interesting at the event. And so we're giving those out. We're giving out all type of things. You will need to register. We are already just about full with our tables, folks from last year and folks that are reaching out for this year. So keep that date in mind. Saturday, May 11th, 2024, at the Thelma Burns Building, the third annual Joseph Betancourt, the Your Healthy Java Joseph Betancourt Health Fair. All right, I'm getting ready to get off of here, guys. Have a wonderful day. Vaughn, what's up, brother? Good. UCB members, y'all get an hour for tonight. Y'all do not play with them. Brother Pamerson, thank you. I will make sure that I get you all connected so he can do that. Little man is getting ready to go be co-commissioner for a day. I'm sure he's going to have an opinion. He might introduce some new policy, Jesus. All right, I'm getting off of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Join us this week. We're going to kick the week off tomorrow with the Museum of Science celebrating Earth Day. Tomorrow is Earth Day at 9 a.m. We'll have some folks that are doing some great research and some things to ensure that we take care of our Earth. Then on Tuesday morning, we have the great Nelson. I almost said Ouchier. Nelson will be with the CEO of Prepped. And he'll talk more about his program on Tuesday as well. So plan to join us tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We also wanted to share with you that this Saturday at 10 a.m., we will be going live and on the world stage again from the Museum of Science for their Rise Up weekend. Yes, we are going live from the world-renowned oldest science entity in the world this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So we'll have more information to come out about that. You will be able to watch it, but yeah, you'll be able to watch it on Saturday. Folks, I'm really getting off of here for real. We will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with the Museum of Science. Have a great evening, everybody, and we shall talk to you soon.